Hi, today I'm going to talk about the journey of my childhood sexual abuse. At the age of 8, as usual, one day I was going to that house and during the daytime, and then I normally sleep in a bed with the relative. So it was a normal process. And on that day, when I was lying on that bed, the person who came in, when he locked the door, I felt like that moment something is wrong. But I didn't know what to do. I was just 8 years old, lying on that bed. And when he came and slept next to me as usual, he started to kiss me. And he was drunk also, but that's not the excuse I can give. So I was totally frozen, numbed. I felt disgusting, ugly, dirty. And then that later on, when I left that house, I couldn't move my body. I felt so stiff. I felt like I was carrying a big load of myself, and I felt very isolated, scared. Everything changed on that moment. So it continued, and then I met I didn't tell anybody because I was afraid. I knew that my family will blame me, and so I kept quiet. And when I started my therapy sessions at the age of 35, so from 8 to 35, I was totally, quiet. And then after that, I first time I shared it. Started to write poems. So poetry was one way of expressing myself, and when I expressed that incident in a poetic form at the Sexual Assault Awareness Month event, that night, the mother of that man, who is also a relative of mine, she came in my dream and she touched my heart. And since that, I saw a difference inside me. There was a healing power. I felt like a liberation within myself. So, speaking out loud actually is a healing in my journey. And also, another incident happened, um, that is just before this speaking out loud as a in a poetry form. I went on a protest to speak against the sexual abuse in a children's home. So during that time, I never had a voice for myself. I never talked about myself to anybody except my counselor. So I was holding this poster saying, "Shame, shame, CCTV camera inside the children's rooms," and shouting, and speaking out for those kids. A small voice asked me, when am I going to have my justice? And at that moment, I realized, if I want to speak for somebody else, first I have to speak for myself. I have to liberate that child in me, give her the justice before I go out and do the work for other children. So my journey started of healing my inner child, giving her the power of voice again to do what she couldn't do it, making her to speak for herself. So this is my journey of healing her, that I was able to, as an adult, speak out for other children and demand for justice, and also say that is wrong, because she was able to say now that it was wrong at that time. So this whole journey of coming out of that shame, because especially when a family member abuses us, it is very difficult, because when I was at the speaking, asking for justice for that home, children's home, it was so easy because I don't know them, who they were. So unknown people, we can easily demand for justice. But for somebody in our own home, they are relatives, they are part of our family, they are ours. So there is also a little bit guilt, shame that we feel like they are, and also sadness because they are part of our people. So this is also another journey to overcome and to say, whoever made, a mistake, whether it is my own father, or own child, or own brother, or somebody outside whom I don't know, everybody, whoever makes mistake, everybody is same. So it is a journey to come to that level and see, perpetrator, abuser, as who they are, and also victims as who they are, and speak out loud, for me as well, not forgetting myself, because I was also one time victim, and also giving that voice to myself has healed me a lot. So this is a journey. Now I'm able to share even the details of my abuse. I'm not, I don't feel bad about it on myself, and also I'm not in angry to put that person into shame or blame. I want to protect his identity, and also I'm in full of forgiveness. I forgave him for myself. They still, we never had a, a conversation, we never talked about it. I hope one day I will reach to that level that I can sit with my abuser and have a conversation with him. But at this moment, I have not confronted him, but still I'm grateful to myself that I can have the boundary, at the same time I can also meet him. um, so I have to, it's again a balance, it's again a middle path to find that balance. You don't go closer, or you don't escape, or leave back, but you go walk in that path to be, your continue your journey by sharing the truth, and also being the voice for myself and other people. Thank you.